Hi guys, this video is about perfectionism, about our masks, and about uh, vulnerability and about humility, and how can we remove our masks of being perfect or being some way, looking maybe some way, and to become our authentic self. A lot of us have a big fear of making a mistake because we have that mental loop, that habit of thinking that if we make a mistake, then always will come the punishment. Maybe this was what we saw in our families, at school, in our community, maybe in some relationships, but it is not the only way. And we can always change this mental habit. If we expect the punishment, it will always come in some way. Today, when we are adult, we maybe do it to ourselves by some kind of self-sabotage. We punish ourselves. After some time, this creates um, a safe space, a comfort zone of suffering, of being a victim, because it removes the responsibility from us. When we suffer, we think or say to others that we suffer, we have this pain, and so we can't do this or that. We maybe can't be responsible. So for many people, after maybe even without realizing it, after some time, this mental loop, being afraid of making a mistake because I think it will be followed by some kind of punishment, will lead to a cycle of constant suffering, because it is always what the fear does. If you are in this loop, and it becomes contracted, and it is a stagnant energy, and we can't grow. And it becomes also a comfort zone. Maybe we think that we don't have to be that much responsible for our life. The solution is not to hate the fear or try to disconnect from the fear or to think that it is not there. The solution is to step into the fear and to acknowledge that the fear is also a form of energy, and to talk to the fear and to find out what kind of energy here or in your body is blocked, is maybe you can sense it as a dark energy, is dense, is maybe not available to you because you think it's against you, but actually it's just an energy, and it's your energy, and it is waiting for you to use it. But if you try to cancel it or to walk away from it, you will never be able to do this. So the solution is to step into the fear. Of course, you have to be bold to do this, brave, and to sit with your fear, talk to the fear, and also to realize that the fear, if we see it as some kind of negativity or maybe some source of our suffering, it's never the truth. It's always just, so we are lying to ourselves and we don't see the reality as it is. So always when we look to the world through the lens of fear and we don't accept it, don't talk to it, don't work with it, don't use it for us, for ourselves and for our growth, we always look to the world in a destructive way. It's not true. When we are in the fear, when fear is our main energy, we can't see the truth clearly. So every time, just a short observation, because many people don't even realize that the fear is constantly present in their energy, because they are after some time used to the bad feelings and the bad mood and a heavy energy. But when you realize this, you don't feel very good. You have to always ask yourself, what kind of energy is running my life now? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it anger? Or what is that? And if it is not joy, love, light, then it is not you and it is not true. And you have to always just realize it and return back to your true nature, which is love and light. And from that place, ask your fear or ask your doubt or ask your anger what it comes to teach you, what energy it wants to give you, what can you use from it. But you have to realize that you are completely in that fear or in that doubt, you become it. You are not seeing the world as it really is. You don't see the truth because you have become your fear or your doubt or your, let's say, negativity, dark energy. And it's not you, it's not your essence. So always observe your energy, what is active in your field, what kind of energy is going through you, what are you channeling in that moment, and try to always recalibrate your energy back to the light, to joy, and to your true essence. For the end of this video, I would like to give you a practical tool, because often when we are afraid of mistakes, when we always need to have control, and when we wear those masks of perfect self, trying to be perfect, uh, we often don't want to take risk. We often don't avoid um, uncomfortable things. We often don't want to confront other people. But this is the only place when we can exercise that new muscle, because it is just a muscle of our real strength and our real power. It is strengthened only in these moments that we sense as uncomfortable, hard, when we always want to give up. uh, Make a habit every day. Pick one uncomfortable thing for you and do it, just to strengthen that muscle, and you will see that you will find um, a lot of power in it. And when it becomes your habit, you will stop that after some time, that all habit of avoiding all the situations that may be risky, or you could make a mistake, because you will have another source and you will have a different power coming from overcoming the, let's say, hard or tough or challenging situations. If you are that person who is always wants to be perfect, maybe you are waiting in that safe comfort zone of being unsatisfied, uh, in some kind of victim mentality, in maybe a lot of suffering. Just realize that it is just an old habit. It is just your comfort zone. Even if it hurts, you are used to it, and you have to try to do something else, to do it differently. And you can start to exercise, train new muscles of your real power. And that comes only from overcoming challenging situations. So it could be your new habit, and after some time you will find out that you are brave, you are not that afraid anymore, um, and you will be able to try new things, to take some risk, to try something completely new or completely different. So try this every single day. Just pick something and do it. Something that is not comfortable. People always ask if there is something in my life that feels heavy, that feels bad, that feels like a stagnant energy. Does it mean that it doesn't belong to me? Yes, maybe, but there can be also another reason. Maybe in that area is some part of you that needs some refining, some upgrade, some evolution. And after that, if you do it, if you overcome something that is maybe not very smooth, comfortable, maybe after that, that energy will flow much better. So don't avoid, in the first place, those areas in your life when you feel the energy is maybe a little bit heavier. It can be an invitation for your next level, for your greater power, but you can do it, and it will happen in the middle of that process of going through that tough place. And my experience from my personal life, but also from the lives of the other people, is that very often in those darkest and, let's say, the places that are most heavy, most hard, or the hardest part of our life, that is the place of greatest blessings, greatest miracles, and greatest light. So don't give up, don't try to be always perfect, and don't fall into the trap of stagnation, of that comfort zone of your suffering and victim mentality, just because you are afraid of making a mistake. Try to expect, instead of punishment, which, if you are afraid of punishment, it always leads to perfectionism, wearing that mask. Try to expect mercy. The universe is always merciful, and the real growth never happens from punishment, but from mercy. Remember this. At the first place, you have to be merciful to yourself, and then to trust the universe that instead of punishment, the mercy will come. And this will expand your energy, this will open your heart, and you will be brave, and you will be able to go through even the hardest moments in your life. So this is the way from perfectionism to vulnerability, to humility, to being open and actually truthful and authentic. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next video. Bye.